My name's Andrew Carnegie, and I'm a pace setter. I could call myself a stiff competitor and plowing back company earnings into new plants, equipment, and methods, and I'm able to lower prices and expand markets for steel products. In years of recession and depression, I kept my plants running, undercutting competitors, and assuring employment for my workers. Oh, you bet! My two most important acquisitions were my purchase of stock in the H.C. Freight Company with huge coal lands and over 1,000 cooking ovens in Connesville, Pennsylvania, and in the Homestead Mills outside of Pittsburgh.
The cartoon portrays Andrew Carnegie as a philanthropist with the raining gold shower on the community as if he's giving back their hard-earned money. But didn't your reputation get worse?
The 1890s presented three serious challenges. Two had been overcome, and one left a deep hurt and stained my reputation. The nationwide depression of 1893 to 1896 resulted in many plant shutdowns, mass unemployment, and collapsing markets. It really sucked. Is John serious? He had to bring that up. He could have talked about how my company pushed prices down, kept its workers, and continued to make profits. I was hostile to collusive arrangements among steel companies and to limit protection and steady prices. I withdrew from them and unsold my competitors. I will not be crossed.
We can't forget that Carnegie's absence from the United States, plus his silence during the Homestead Strike of 1892, was a huge mistake. The Carnegie Company had acquired Homestead in 1883, invested $4 million in new plants and equipment, and yes, it did increase production by 60%, help automate many of its operations, which then sharply stepped up productivity per man hour, but it cut down the number of skilled manual workers needed. You need skilled manual workers! But he was philanthropic. I'll give him that.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself, Joan.
I started at a place and got $350 a week with a firm of commissioned merchants carrying on a business with railroads, steamship lines, producers, and merchants. After 3.5 years of experience, I gained the confidence of Cleveland businessmen and bankers. I formed a partnership with a young Englishman, Maurice B. Clark, for handling grain, hay, meats, and other goods. We were doing well, especially when the Civil War started. We had a lot of orders coming in from the Army. There was a rapid growth of agricultural shipments to industrial centers and a heavy European demand for food. We shared the profits. Yeah, I gave 1/10 of what I received to an ex-slave in Cincinnati to buy his slave wife.
Wow, charity work.
I bought the Clark's business with $72,500. I mean, it determined my entire career. The business had done well, so it wasn't the most stressful thing I've done. My goal of leading the industry remained. But by November, Andrew and I were operating the largest of the refineries.
So that makes you a robber baron?
Okay, so not totally. For my first employment as a clerk, I sought to give away 1/10 of my earnings to charity. My benefactions grew with my income, and I also gave time and energy to philanthropic causes. So yes, I am philanthropic. At first, I depended on the Baptist Church for advice. The church wanted its own great university, and the university was my first major philanthropic creation. I gave it over $80 million during my lifetime, and left the university entirely independent under Harper. I chose New York City for my Rockefeller Institute of Medical Research, now known as Rockefeller University, and I chartered it in 1901. Among the institute's many achievements were yellow fever research, discovery of serums to combat pneumonia, advances in experimental physiology and surgery, and work on infantile paralysis. In 1902, I established the General Education Board.
Hi there, I'm pretty rich. I'm a steamship and a railroad builder, but I'm mainly focused on railroads. After the Depression of 1873, I was the man who gained the most profits, not any of them.
I was born rich, so basically, I'm better than all of you. My family made a fortune in the baking industry already. I even made the J.P. Morgan and Company, which earned profits, and I helped finance the Transcontinental Railroad in the U.S. and Middle East. Well, I created the U.S. Steel Corporation, and that brought together Illinois Steel. The Rockefeller iron mines and the other assets worked together to create an industry worth $1.4 billion, making it the largest corporation ever seen at the time.
Well, I bought into a major interest in the New York and Harlem Railroad, which was a small line that ran to the heart of Manhattan. I helped improve its tracks, cars, and service and purchased the connecting Hudson River Railroad. Then I forced the directors of the state's largest railroad, the New York Central, to sell it to me or be shut down of New York City. The new empire made me the richest man in America. Have you seen this?
The cartoon contributes to the citizens denouncing J.P. Morgan's role in the economy as overpowering and higher than the government.
Gentlemen, you have unintentional cheating. I won't see you for the law takes too long. I will bring you.